Okay, I'm going to make a brief statement and then we'll answer a few questions. But they're going to be brief and they're going to be few, okay? So bear with us. On the 26th of March, San Saba County Sheriff's Office arrested Carl Wade Presley and Lillian Annette King for the murder of Karen Gail Johnson, 50 years old, of San Saba County. On the evening of the 26th, last night, the body of Bonnie Sawyer Harkey, 86 years old, of San Saba County, was recovered in Leon County by the Leon County Sheriff's Office, Texas Rangers, and the San Saba County Sheriff's Office. The San Saba Sheriff's Office is currently going to be seeking additional charges on the two people named already for the charge of kidnapping concerning Miss Harkey. And the investigation at this time is still ongoing. Okay? So we'll answer a few questions this time, and Mr. Oatman is our district attorney, and we've been fielding any of the questions you want to shoot towards him.
Why were these folks targeted? Was this a random type thing? Were they walk up on the house? How did this all happen?
I'm not going to go into detail on that. I am going to say that they were parties of interest once we realized that we had a crime scene. And that's about as far as I'm going to go from there, and not going to tie them to that any more than that right now.
But did they know each other? All four know each other?
Yes, they knew each other.
Can you tell us where Miss Harkey's body exactly was found?
No. You'll have to talk to Leon County on that end.
The Presley and his common law wife, are they from this area or are they from East Texas?
Her I'm not sure of. Carl Presley is from this area.
Can you tell us about the possibility of a third suspect or a third person being questioned in connection with this investigation?
No, ma'am. I'm not going to say, other than the investigation is ongoing at this time, and anything additional will come out of it.
I know that you have ties here with this family locally. They're an established group. Can you tell us more about the fate of this 12-year-old little boy that found his mother? What's going to happen with him?
We have been in contact with family out of state. They're currently flying down at this time to get with the little boy. But I'm going to say this about our community. Our community is amazing. Everybody's been concerned about the child, the family, what they could do. We had hundreds of people wanting to come search that night. We were conducting the search. These folks really pulled together. So the little boy is fine as he can be, and being taken care of.
And you mentioned that this family, everyone knows them. Tell me about kind of the meaning of that for this community. I know that this old woman has been here for years. Ms. Harkey is a part of this community. What has this meant for all the people?
This is a tragedy for San Saba County. These were, she's a long-term resident, a lifelong friend to everybody in this county. She's a wonderful person, been involved in a lot of things, done a lot of good things for people. But I'm very proud of the community, how they've all worked together and offered their services, and I'm extremely proud of my staff that have worked relentlessly to be able to find these two people and bring them in and get this case moving forward.
What's the motive here?
I don't think I want to discuss that this time. I'll let Mr. Oatman address that if he feels he wants to.
Can you talk about the kidnapping charge at all? What made you seek that charge?
Whenever we first got on the case and Miss Harkey was missing from the scene, we began to work information that we did a rescue mission first to close it out, but once we began our investigation, we began to realize that she was taken from the house, had to be taken from the house. She couldn't drive herself. And from that point on, once we recovered her body, we were able to come back and file that here.
Was money taken out of her bank account?
I cannot discuss that at this time.
Is there any information from the JPs about official causes of death that y'all are releasing?
We're not releasing any causes of death this time because the investigation on both counties is still ongoing at this time.
Where are the bodies?
Both bodies are at the medical examiner's office.
Travis County?
Yes, Travis County.
You mentioned yesterday in the release that there was definite signs of foul play at the scene of the crime. Would you mind discussing kind of what led y'all to believe that, or those signs?
No, ma'am. I can't discuss any details other than the fact that the evidence at the scene then began to lead us that we may have a crime scene, and that's how we process.
Recovered a murder weapon?
Not going to speak to that nature as well.
Was Miss Harkey's body buried?
Not going to speak to that nature as well. That will be Leon County and their investigators who will speak to them when they're ready.
Was that Miss Harkey's death in another county, in Leon County? So we're not pursuing murder charges here right now?
I'm going to say one more time, anything to do with the investigation of Bonnie Harkey that has to concern Leon County, I'm not going to disrespect those law officers by saying something I shouldn't say. We're trying to give you folks, and we appreciate all your help, the information that we can without compromising our case and getting justice for our victims.